Howdy everyone, it's your boy Poobi. Today we're breaking down one of my favorite characters, Tianhai, otherwise known as Monk. Jumping right into it, we have the ability Divine Bell. Tianhai blocks all damage and reflects ranged weapons attacks. The first ability can be used while under attack to interrupt taking the full damage of a combo or parry attack. Tianhai's second ability is Divine Bell Counter, also known as Parry Bell. Tianhai can counter when casting this ability, and on a successful counter can perform the counter follow-up attack with a horizontal input. Both of Tianhai's alternate abilities can be cancelled early by dodging, jumping, or crouching 0.4 seconds after casting the ability. This early cancel can allow for a guaranteed follow-up attack after receiving a light attack, no matter how early or late the enemy hits into the bell due to the stagger duration. Tianhai's third ability is Divine Bell Blast, also known as Knockback Bell. Tianhai knocks nearby enemies airborne, which can allow for a follow-up jump horizontal or well-timed focus attack from a teammate. Now that we've covered all of Tianhai's abilities, we will now dive into one of the most feared ultimates in trios, Titan's Call. Titan's Call transforms Tianhai into Vajra while restoring all of his health. While in this form, Vajra can use the horizontal attack to grab enemies from ranged. Vajra can also grab nearby enemies using vertical attack. When using Vajra's ability key, he can stop any enemies underneath or to slam any enemies that he's grabbed. Tianhai's second ultimate, Titan's Call Guard, allows Vajra to grab allies to restore their health and armor. You can still grab enemies as mentioned in the first variant of the ultimate, except grabbing one ally and one enemy will not provide for the double grab damage multiplier. Both ultimates that heal create shining weak parts that will glow on a random part of Vajra's body. Enemies that hit these weak parts will deal increased damage to Vajra. Tianhai's third ultimate, Titan's Call Heal, allows for Vajra to heal after grabbing and slamming enemies. One grab heals Vajra for a small amount, while a double grab heals for more. Do note that the slam animations are altered to a punch and a clap versus throwing the enemies on the ground. Tianhai is a team-oriented character. He excels in dominating battles with the pressure that comes from removing players from the battlefield, as well as the devastating double grab potential. While a skilled Tianhai can almost always guarantee grabs, there is the weakness of becoming the target dummy for the entire lobby. This makes it important to stack Health Soul Jades and range resist to prevent yourself from dying very quickly after transforming. Typically in trios you see Tianhai paired with Kurumi or Temulch, as they both provide the necessary support to prevent Tianhai from dying, all the while enabling his strengths. The damage of Vajra's attacks scale with the weapon rarity held when entering this form. When Vajra grabs two enemies and slams them with the ability key, before devolving, the enemies take a critical amount of damage and are sent off to the side of Vajra. An experienced Tianhai player can chain grab one of these falling players before they are able to perform an action. However, characters with abilities that can be used while under attack can instantly perform this ability the moment they are slammed, making this very difficult. It should be noted that when using Vajra's horizontal grab, that you always grab from the right arm first, then the left. This is important when aiming your grabs towards opponents that are moving to the left so you can get the ideal lineup. In the Vajra Ditto, there are many little things you can execute to make it possible to land that grab on the enemy player and restrict the opposing Vajra, all the while keeping your team safe. One notable strategy is called the hip tech. This is jumping on the opposing Vajra's right-facing hip, which makes it harder for the Vajra to shove you. This gives you the advantage of a vertical attack or a stomp. Because of how dominant Tianhai's ultimate is, you would want to run as much rage generation as possible in his talents. I tend to run half rage, half energy in my red tree, while taking some cooldown on the blue tree, so that I can almost always guarantee to have an ability to break from the pressure when being staggered. For the green tree it's pretty much always full stamina, lastly having 2 to 3 dodge runes in the purple tree with 1 or 2 rage per damage dealt and taken nodes. When starting your journey with Tianhai, you may not have all of his abilities unlocked yet. That's where the cultivation path comes in. Through character cultivation, you're able to complete unique quests to unlock the different abilities and ultimate variants, while also picking up some immortal treasure boxes. At max cultivation, you're able to showcase your mastery of the character with a sweet icon. Again, my name is Poobi, and I want to give a special shout out to Naraka Bladepoint for allowing me to showcase such a powerful character that I'm so passionate about. I hope to see you guys on the battlefield. Take care.